Okay. So now, as I said, I need more information to go to the next phase, which is splining or polishing. For me, this is still not a blocking plus. You know, it's the blocking that works well, but it's a blocking that is not ready to go further. Why? Because I still need more information here. You know, my character is not moving at all, and then suddenly it booms out of the pose. I want to see the moving hold, and then I want to see how is going from here to here. And then here, this nice pose here and this here are very different. How is he going to go from here to here? I kind of want to see this. Here, you know, I have one frame in between, so I'm gonna leave it for polishing. And then here, my movement is slow, so I'm gonna leave it for polishing too. So that's the first thing I want to do here. I'm going to go in there and have my moving hold. An easy way to do it might just be to continue with this pose. So I'm selecting the body here, and with Alt and the arrow keys, I'm going to push it down a little bit more. You see, down and forward as is anticipating. And that will give me a nice arc on the down and up. But of course, the hips alone are not enough. So I'm going to involve the whole body more by crunching in more. What I like to do is having counter action a little bit. So as my body and spine are going down, I make my head go slightly up so that I have opposite actions a little bit. And I will do the same with the arm, which is anticipating more. So I'm going to go for this. And then you see I'm always having a little bit of rotation on everything so that everything feels involved a little bit. Okay. So now I have my little moving hole that goes into the boom. So if you look at this, you see now I feel the building of energy. And with that, the only thing that I need to have is the moment where I go from here to here. And you see I have 3 frames, and that's kind of what I want. I want the transition to be fast. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to set a key on everything here, set a key on everything here just to make sure. And then here I'm going to unlock out of this pose to go into that pose. So the first thing I do is I'm trying to go for this, the first one. So I'm going down and then I'm unlocking to go onto this one. Boom. You see, I'm creating the first moment where my character is starting to move. I kind of like the hips going up. I'm not sure I like both of the feet reacting, so probably I'll keep one of the foot down. Okay, that is something I'm looking for. And you see here, I'm on ones, you know, and that's perfectly fine. It's a fast action. Okay, here I kind of want to have a little bit more of a drag on the forearm. I want to feel that the forearm is dragging, and I want to feel that my hand is dragging. Now I'm having the nice effect that I want. Okay, and I'm going to boom to go into that one. Now that I'm playing this, I have a better feeling for the anticipation and the energy that is released after the anticipation. Okay, boom, boom. And here you see the pose that I have in the middle doesn't look good. You see how my arms are in the middle there, overlapping and all that. That doesn't look cool. So probably something I'll do is I'll keep this arm probably a little more back. See how it looks. I'm going to take this one here and kind of wish that I have a nice contrast here between my arms so that I have really something that goes fast. But right now it feels like it's a little too much, especially as here it feels like my arm is not really progressing anymore. So I kind of want to keep it a little bit lower. Okay. Okay, cool. Yes, that's much better. You know, I'm not paying attention to the second arm at the moment. I will fix it too, but I'm looking at the acceleration and slow down of this arm. I kind of want to feel the nice swing that goes into this and stays there before it goes back in another arc. Okay, because here you see that it's going to pop a lot. So that's something I'll have to work on a little bit more. Okay, so now I like the swing of my arm there. And you see I'm on ones. That's all right. That's no big deal. For now, I kind of want to have the control on all the frames that my computer is showing me. That's me deciding. And that's the attitude, you know, we kind of want to have, is making sure that we are the creators. Boom, boom, boom. So here, as I said, I don't really like the second arm in there. So what I can do here is just delay it a little more. See here, could still be in there. Still don't really need to see it so much. So you see here, I'm kind of hiding it, but starting to give a little glimpse of it so that I can, you know, it doesn't pop out when it's popping. So here, boom, I'm kind of delaying it a little bit more. And then here I can go back onto what I had, which is this pretty much. I'm changing a little bit of the orientation, the angle of the arm here so that they don't match too much. You see, I'm kind of moving them a little bit further apart. And now I kind of like, you see what I have here. I have enough information to start going further on those. Okay, so now I'm going to work a little bit more on the transition between this and this. So let's select everything here, select everything here, and set a key. So now I'm just going to go in the middle, more or less, and create a key that is still favoring the previous one, because I want to give you the feeling that I'm hanging in the air. So I'm going to try that by having, let's say, something between 80 to the first, you know, key to 66. So I'm going to go for 66 just to test. Okay, boom. Okay, this is kind of working, but I feel that it's going low, you know, it's kind of breaking out of my arc. So I'm going to keep what Maya gives me with the 66% here, and I'm just going to push it higher. So same thing, selecting the body and the eye case, and with arrow key and Alt press, I'm going to push it a little bit higher so that I have having a little more of the arc in there. But what is working is all the rest of the rotations on the body, because the rotation between this and this I liked. You know, you see the fact that it was unfolding into something that goes into something a little more straight. So I kept that, but I just changed how my body is still describing the arc. So now my movement is more defined. You see here, when he's in the air, I know what's going on, and I kind of like it. So boom, 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 boom. Now I still have this arm, you know, the right arm here that I don't like, because now it's there and then suddenly it pops into this. You see? So now I'm just going to try and have something more in between here. And maybe a little more, because I don't like, you see, I don't like what it is giving me. So I'm going to try and push it until I like what I see. So I'm kind of pushing a little bit of that, boom, boom, boom. And now I have something that works better, because I have my acceleration of the arm that goes into a little slowdown here, and then it's starting to accelerate again into this one that is continuing the motion. And then here I'm going to make sure that my arm, when it's going down, it's still describing knock. Here I have this going into this, going into this. I kind of feel that it would need to be higher because it's dragging down, you see? And then here it's higher as it is here. I will try to just push it a little bit more here. Yeah, that's better here, but now I feel that here it's dragging a little too much. You see, that's too much dragging, so I'm kind of bringing it down a little bit more. And then here, you see, every time I'm retouching something, I need to make sure that, you know, the relationship between the poses is still working. So now I move this one down. This one is not working anymore, and this one is not working anymore. So I kind of need to reduce a little bit of this and then a little bit of that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And here, still going down. Okay, now it feels like it's better. Only a few little touches, but it does make a difference. And every time I'm making a change, always going back and check the relationship between the poses. That's super, super important. I kind of feel that now I have a blocking plus. I have all the information I need and my movement is pretty much defined. When I'm going to hit spline, I'm not going to have a lot of work to do because everything is kind of there.